Hey, welcome back to another Crowd Built Garage. Today we got my daughter's car in the shop, her little Honda Civic. It's a 2004. So it's having a little issue with the power steering pump, and it sat out in the rain and just put a new windshield in it, and the passenger side floor was completely soaked. So I got to figure out where that water's coming from. And also I changed the thermostat, changed the radiator and all that jazz, but the heater when you're driving still decides it's going to get cool, like there's no thermostat in it. And it took a while, and it made me realize this might be the same problem like my Dodge had, where my Dodge decided it was always going to blow cool air. So what happened was my heater core was clogged up with all the casting sand. So I had to backwards flush that one, put a couple things in it to help break it up, and I'm pretty sure that's what's going on with this one. So those are the three things I'm going to tackle on her car today. Try to get those three taken care of so I can get it out of my way and back outside where it can sit out in the weather and not become a pond. So, mind the shop. It's been pretty messy. I've been trying to transfer things from one side to the other. Changed all the lights on the other side where the gold truck's at, because I think I'm going to move all my stuff over there because it's a little tighter area. It's a lot brighter and less clutter. Well, not less clutter, but it's a more organized clutter. Organized chaos, I think, is what we're looking for. But so we're gonna go ahead and bust in on her car. I'll take you around to kind of show you what I'm talking about. I bought this car from a buddy of mine at work. He had it, sold it to a family member. That kid had it forever. They had all sorts of little issues with it. He sold it. The guy that he sold it to said the head gasket was bad, and so I offered to pick it up from him and drug it up here. Hit it real quick with the buffer because it was pretty dull. Cleaned the headlights because they were completely fogged over. I had a set of wheels. I just had to throw some tires on it, and I let my daughter kind of go crazy, being a 15-year-old girl. So what's in the car, not my decisions as far as like seat covers and stuff. But she's supposed to get a different car. She chose this one. She liked the color. I don't know. Had to peel tinting. It's been an experience. So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna get rid of this air box, get it out of my way so I can get to my coolant lines. Once I'm in the coolant lines, I can pinch those off, unhook them, hook up a different hose, and try to back flush that. I got some chemicals to put in there to let marinate for a while. And then I'm gonna pull off the power steering pump and swap it out with a different one. Hopefully that'll stop all the problems that she's having currently with the power steering. It's just really whiny. It's not acting up. It's just annoying and causing bubbles in the reservoir. So some seal in there decided to go loose. It's a little bit oily looking at it, so probably best just to change it anyway. We get that swapped around, and then depending on how long we got to let that stuff marinate in the heater core, might just let it sit, pull that cowling, and look for the orifice that drains into that's seeming to drain into the floorboard. If I can't find anything there, we'll go inside, pull the paneling off, and see if we can see any kind of evidence of like some rust lines or just some kind of an evidence that is where it's coming in from, and we'll follow it back to this side. Pretty sure it's something in the cowl. There's all sorts of crap in there, so and it's an old car, 220,000 miles, I think. Anyway, so that's where we're gonna start. See if people could ever find their 10s. I just found one on the floor. It's a Timu 10. Let's see, where's that? Come on now. That one's not there. Oh, found ya. Who hides it there? Okay. Well, how did I do that? Okay. So now both of these are pinched off. I've seen people do it with needle nose vice grips and sockets, you know. These are just kind of at my disposal, so easy enough. Can't see anything. There we go. Well, that's just not even funny. That's just on there. Oh shit, that's not good. Okay. One. Back that off over here. That's a good puddle. Get that loose now. Oh yeah. I mean, maybe. Oh, wow, that's bent to shit. Surprised that didn't leak. Just give it a nice little rounding. Let's see. Okay, let me show you this contraption I got rigged up here. So I got my two heater core lines right there and there. So this one down here has basically like a drill pump. So I can do either direction with that. And that comes all the way around into this bucket. So that's going to be my pickup, and that's where I'm going to dump out at. So the other hose right here, this one, will sit in there above it. That's going to sit high enough that hopefully the sediment goes to the bottom, but mainly what I'm trying to do is I want to get all the crud out of that into the bucket. We'll go discard that, and we'll put clean water in there and run that through. But first I want to basically run through enough that I can try to get any of the loose stuff out. Then we'll put the cleaner in and see how much we get. So got my pickup down here in the bottom. That's my outlet right there. I'll show you what it looks like just flushing this thing around. The discoloration of that water, some of that is coolant, but there's some stuff floating around in there if you can see it. That wasn't in there before. So I'm going to be using this liquid moly radiator cleaner. I've used that brand on a few different things and really liked them. And basically what I'm going to end up doing, I was going to pour this in straight and just let it sit, but I think what I'm going to do is try to flush it with this, because since I got to flush backwards, I'm going to flush it and just let it do its thing. Then we'll let it sit for a little while. Unless I can get if I can get the hose down in there, then I might just suck it up. So I put the hose in right there. Down to the bottom, all I'm going to do is reverse my drill and let it go. Let it go the other way. Okay, we're gonna let that go ahead and marinate the way it's sitting. And then once you get the power steering pump changed, you'll be able to let it run both directions in the bucket, filter water both ways, and see what kind of contamination we get out of it then. Okay. The answer was neither. Huh. Yeah. Oh, if I can get down there. Holy shit. Really? Okay, I'll give it back now. Let that one be. Let's make another mess. Nope. Huh. Okay. Now we'll take the front off. Of course, that's going to go all over the floor. And there she is. There's our new piece. Hey, yeah. Wow. Okay. Guess all that oil decided to leak on down. Perfect. It's not going to make any noise or cause any problems. Sure. This'll work. No idea what size that is. Hopefully it's a 12. Oh, shit the bed. All right, big hand, small car. Here we go. Come on off of there. Going in blind. Oh, shit. Oh. Oh my goodness. Wing nuts in cars is always just funny to me. Usually only see them on the air cleaners, but it's funny. I was just thinking about the guy. Just got a text from a guy that he was a summer temp for us last year. Just thinking about that guy, like literally. Well, that's what I did. Both sides are not off. It's probably fine. Oh, where? Oh, yeah. I have lost everything. I had to clean this shit up. I think I found another 10. If it was a snake, definitely would have bit me. Okay. This can go back in its home. All of our clearances are El Goodo. Spanish for good. Let's see. Oh, hey now. Let's juice her up. So this thing was already bench bled. So it shouldn't need. Get O-ring. See if she sits in there okay. Yeah. It's good enough for who it's for, you know? No, nothing's good enough for my daughter, right? Definitely want to make this the best I can for her. I want her to have a different car, but she chose this one, which is fine. That's on take apart. I feel like if I go any tighter, that's going to become righty-loosey. That doesn't sound good. Now, which way did you go now? You went this way. Okay. So play this game differently. Car. Oh, son of a... What the hell are you supposed to grab onto? I had another Honda this color when I left the railroad. My Volkswagen got confiscated, not from any legal authorities, but just she worked in farther away than I did, so she started driving that, and I was driving a diesel way out there. It was literally a difference in like I think it figured it was like a 5-minute difference or something between the two of us. Is this not the right volt? She started driving that. Where did you even come from? Yes, you are. You're the right volt, you kidder. Maybe I flexed this a little too far when I didn't. You joke? Well, this is ridiculous. Huh. Okay. Persistence. No. Wait, the tick? That's blowing bubble. All right. So now I'm gonna put it in the clean water. Put the outfall back over in this bucket again. That way, we're only sucking clean water through it, getting rid of all the chemical. Hope it's the right direction. Nope. Ah. Pull off our little impact. I'll show you all this stuff when it's all done, what I use to make this work. Well, now I gotta remember which was top and which was bottom. Just kidding. One hand does not work great for this. Damn it. Okay. I'm gonna pull the clamps. That battery's about dead. And make sure we're clipped back in our little holders. Yeah, that stuff stinks. That stuff made my floor real slick. Currently sliding backwards. These will work. Whoop. Okay. Lost my flashlight again. There it is. Just a quick discount double check here. That seems to go in there for some friggin' reason. Alright, so this is the tools that I used. Got 2 clamps right there to clamp the coolant line so I don't have to drain my whole radiator. This right here is my pump, and it's basically just an inline pump. You know, I think I paid like $9 for this thing online. And it shows the flow going one direction, but you can reverse it. Trust me, I mean, you just saw me do it. And I just hooked it to my impact, which you can use any flavor you want, but like I said, I've always been using the yellow, but you can use a regular drill. You can use a little electric wrist like it's over there, but this seems to get the speed that I'm looking for. And then just various hoses. I use the black hose to hook up to the pump, or this time I actually use the black hose to hook up to the heater core, but I usually have them on the pump. And then these, which this is just a regular drinking water safe hose for like a camper. I had one blow out, so I just saved the pieces. But there are different sizes between here and here. You just set it on the ground and whack the shit out of it with a hammer. You'll actually feel it. It'll actually warm up a little bit, but it'll kind of break it down enough that you can slide it over, and it'll grip. It works just fine. You can put a hose clamp on it, whatever you want to do. That's exactly how I used it. I mean, that was after I beat the shit out of it, and then it went on there just fine, held on tight, no leaks. So that's pretty much all you need. There is other options, and I use this one on my Dodge here, and all it does is the front piece hooks into a hose just like that, back piece hooks into a regular garden hose, and then your air compressor. But you don't want to give it too crazy air because you can blow that thing apart. But I had to use that on my Dodge because it had some pretty good buildup, but it worked really well. I got this one off of eBay for, I want to say it was only like maybe $10. And after I bought it, I looked online and looked at the guy's little store. He only lived 5 miles from me, but I tried to email him, be like, hey man, instead of shipping it, let me just come pick it up or meet me in town. That way you don't got to worry about that. And I kind of needed it that day, but he got my message after he'd already shipped it. So either way, it's all good. It's here. I don't use it, but I usually just keep everything in a little 5-gallon bucket. And that way it's all together when I need to flush something. So far I flushed this one in my diesel, but all in all, hopefully it's not something I need to do a ton of, but it's kind of annoying. Makes my floor wet, and I don't like messing with coolant too much. But all we got left to do on this one is to fire it up, let it warm up, burp the little bit of air out of it that's in it, make sure the coolant's topped off, and then that part is done. But I do want to look and see about the leak that's making my floor wet here. So instead of pulling the cowl first, I think what I'm going to do is pull the plastics on the inside because they come off easier. See if I can kind of see a trail where they're coming from. I'm going to blow out all the stuff that's there now, and that way it doesn't make it farther into the engine bay. But it's coming from driver or passenger side, so I'm not sure where the orifice is, but I can figure it out. Okay. Let's see, we got water. I keep using this like a damn flashlight. It's coming up that seam there. Which I know this windshield is sealed. So, going forever. Shed some light on this thing. Forgot Hondas did that. Looks like it should go down in there. So it looks like is it filled up in here and then ran down through the HVAC box. The HVAC box should have another drain on it. I think what I'm going to do, for sake of time, you're trying to, well, that just comes right off. That rolls into the inner fender. I think what I'm going to do, add an extra speed hole first. Put a little bit of cleaner in there. And my remaining water. Came right on the ground like it was supposed to. That doesn't stick at all. Well, what are you even supposed to do? You don't stick. You have some better stuff. Hold on. So all that is just canopy seal. Just leftover stuff from when I redid my canopy on the old Dodge. Yep. Don't know what the flap would be for besides trying to keep stuff out of the orifice. Seems like the orifice is good to go. That should give me another inch-ish before water runs in. Doesn't look half bad. It means it doesn't look half good either. If you push it back like that, it looks like it's supposed to be there. So that's cool. Anyway, put this back together. Oh, shit. And do the burping process, and when we're done. And I heard that pin hit the floor a long time ago, so that's lame. I actually have some of these. And the other. Oh, your dog. Maybe the blue one. Of course, I put it all back together and I find the right one and drop it in the engine bay. Perfect. Okay. Okay. Huh. Well. Okay. Now you're feeling better. Hey. The instructions are trash. Which also means I don't want your damn sticker. Well, apparently that's open. Okay. Guess let's fire it up. Also, while we're waiting for this thing to burp itself, right here on this sensor, we can, and then disconnect it, it's going to make it run weird, but pull this sensor out and let all the rest of the air out. That way, you pull that sensor out right here and it'll take all the air out of the system. That's kind of like right behind the thermostat. All right, well, looks like we got everything we wanted done on the Honda. So with that, we're going to call it a day as far as this goes. I'm going to wash my car up. It's supposed to be a nice week. and do a little bit more on the old Gold C10. Yesterday I painted the roof, so I'll give you a little sneak peek of what it looks like. But I really excited to see what it looks like out in the sun when it's all said and done. And mind the mess, because just make sure you mind the mess, because it is a nightmare in this side of the shop. But I just pulled all the paper off and whatnot, so it'll I gotta start cleaning up in here, get some stuff bagged up to go to the trash, and I'm gonna start putting this thing back together. But there's a little sneak peek of the truck. So once we get more time, like I said, this thing I kind of want to have it done today, but I don't think I'm going to. I still gotta put the interior back together, put the little bit of wiring here and there, and then I gotta let that paint finish curing before I can really get it all cut and buffed and ready to go for the cruise-ins. So anyway, I'm up to clean the Corvette. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Think about it at least. If you have, I appreciate it very much. We'll see you next time.